Great morning, great morning, great morning, great morning, great morning, family. What's going on? It's Wednesday. How we feeling? Turn them cameras on. Let's be present. What's going on? Great morning. Wipe the crust out your eye. It's time to get busy. I know it's real. I know it's real. But they not like us. They still sleep. Respectfully, they still sleep, right? Wipe the crust out your eye. Y'all drop it in the chat. What's one word? How we feeling this morning? One word to describe how we feeling this morning. Drop it in the chat. Let's go. Let everybody know that we are live. Let everybody know that we are present. Okay. Get it in the chat. Okay, I see refreshed. I love that. I love that. I love that. Grateful. Yes. Yes. Great morning, Robin. What's going on? Great morning, Rudy. Great morning, Frederick. Great morning, Angela, on the West Coast, where it's still dark. Great morning, Jerry. Great morning, Delisha. Great morning. Okay, Marilyn, she on the way. She busy early this morning. I love it. I love it. Getting straight to it. Great
Early.
morning, y'all. Great morning. How you feeling?
Good, good, good.
Good, good, good. Three goods. Not just one. Three goods. Great morning, Johanna. How we doing today? Great morning, Delisha. What's going on? Let's get these cameras on. Great morning, Francis. I know Francis at work. Great morning, V. Great morning, Jamel. Great morning, Wanda. What's going on? How are we feeling? It is Wednesday. We are so excited. I see a lot of rise and shines, feeling great. We must be feeling great from class last night. That's what it must be, right? I know we had to do one takeaway in the Telegram, but what's one takeaway that y'all got from class last night that y'all slept on, that y'all marinated, that y'all spiced up and put in the refrigerator to hold for later, right? What's one thing that y'all got from last night? Because if I know one thing's for sure, two things for certain, when Ramel get up there, I listen, we gotta zone in, right? Because everything that we being taught, listen, it's not that our dreams are bad. It's not that we don't know what to choose. It's just that sometimes our dreams and our minds just not big enough, right? It's just not big enough. We see a lot of different things out there, different numbers and all the accomplishments that everybody got going on. And we sometimes don't believe that we can attain that. So I want to know, I just want to take a few hands when it comes to our dreams. Like, what's going on? Are we on track for our goals? This is the last week. This is the last week. I want to take some virtual hands and I want to hear what's going on with our dreams. Are we on track for our dreams? Are we on track with our goals? And if not, then why? Right? Because this is the place where we make it full and center. We could have the vision, we could write it down, but if we mentally are not believing, then how can we accomplish it? Everything starts with mindset. Somebody drop mindset in the chat. I know if y'all drop mindset in the chat, y'all think something about the heaven. Let's see. Let's see. Never know. Everything is magical. Never know. Let's get it. All right, Queen Joanna, let's go. Oh, Queen Jonna, let's go.
Yeah, Jonna. Good morning. Um, in short, it's not a money problem. You have to. There's so many ways to fund your freedom, so to speak. And you have to figure out what's going to work for you, and don't give up because there's many choices out there. So it kind of clicked last night. And that's pretty much it.
It clicked last night. What do you feel made it click last night?
Well, this is not the first time that he has presented all of these opportunities, as far as funding. But sometimes, what is it? He says, um, he says something that you have to catch it. Okay, he has a phrase that he says, and it just clicked. That again, it's not a money problem. You have to figure out what you want and move forward.
I love that. I love that. Drop agree in the chat if y'all agree that it's not a money problem. Because our future is calling us. Our future is literally calling us. Is what we allow us to absorb right now in the present that is really the present to the future. Everything we do right now is a present to the future. Shout out to you, Queen Jonah. We sending you a lot of love, always showing up. Grateful for you to be here always. What's going on, Queen Angela? Miss Washington.
Chicken and bacon
You done
on a
know again,
Wednesday.
huh?
Yeah, man. I'm in a good place. I've got things almost in place, like finishing the W-9 thing. I had some issues with the PDF allow me to write on it, but I got some things in place. Wow, that's a good deal. I like the credit thing is in place. My funding site's almost done with lead twist, and I'm feeling good about direction. I'm still working on my insurance thing. But and then in terms of last night, I know we've heard it a number of times, but to know that we're the ones going into the bank in the driver's seat, it didn't hit home until yesterday because I was just at Chase like last week, and I felt like I was so humble and so grateful to get an account. You know what I mean? I thought, then it reminded me, like, what are you humble and grateful for? They need you. I was like, oh, but you tend to feel that way when you're in this big institution. But it is really us who is in the driver's seat, and we get to choose them. If we don't want to do business with them, we don't have to. They lose. We don't. Is that mindset just something just like Jonna said? I mean, we've heard this stuff a number of times, but yesterday just like boing. And then the number of strategies he came. I mean, I put down 6 of them. Wow. I mean, it's crazy. So in perspective, all I'm saying is that being able to empower yourself, I think the word for me is empower. When I walk into the next bank, I didn't have a list of questions for my banker. She was asking me, you want this, you want that. I'm going, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Like she's doing me a favor. But those questions would have been pretty cool for me to have to ask at that conversation because she was I like that banker where not far at Chase where I live, but these questions would have been more powerful for that appointment that I had. I didn't have them at the time. I didn't, but I have them now. You know what I'm saying? I will be asking the next one because I didn't get it. I heard it, but I didn't get it. The revelation came last night.
I love that. So that's common. We getting the click, like it's
Yeah.
sticking, it's getting stuck. I love that. I love that. Shout out to Queen Angela. Make sure y'all throw some love in the chat to Queen Angela. But she touched on one thing. And as soon as she said it, it reminded me of something that I read. And it was like, your timing is the best timing, right? You talked about direction, literally. And sometimes the direction that we have is not in front of our face because we're blocked with so many other different obstacles or so many other different challenges that we talked about the other week, that baggages that's not ours. But it's that moment when you get that clarity, when you're really focused in the present, now you can choose the direction that you want, not the direction that you quote unquote should be going, but the direction that you want. So I'm so proud of you, Angela. Congratulations just for continuing to show up. What's going on? Y'all throw some love in the chat for Queen Angela. Where my coaches at? I like when I'm side by side. They say if you want to go farther, you gotta be together. If you know what I'm saying, you want to go faster, then you could run the sprint 100 meter. But where my coaches at? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. I don't know. How y'all feeling? I'm looking at some of these cameras. A lot of people look a little like it's too early. I don't know.
Wake up, brush your teeth, get a little toothpaste in you. You got feel that peppermint spearmint thing going on. You look great. You look amazing, Jasmine. I love the hair. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling amazing. I wanted to bring the coaches up because I just feel like with us together, we know of a journey. And when it comes to the last week, it's like, yo, that's when people really want to show up. That's when people really start contemplating, well, what I'm about to do. Like, I know some of us had that feeling like, so what's about to happen now, right? So I just kind of wanted to hear from the coaches of just one piece of energy that we could give to everybody here in regarding to the dreams and what it means to have a last week. Like, how should they be moving forward? And then we could get into everybody that really wants to share, because it's important to articulate how you're feeling during the process. When you don't articulate, everything gets caught up, it gets stuck in a vessel when the vessel should be flowing. So I feel like it's important for us to speak about what it meant to us and what it could happen for them. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to speak on where I am at the present, right? And then maybe that will help with some reflection. So I woke up this morning, right? And I felt like I was searching for something. Like, this is for real. Like, I'm looking for something. I'm looking under the bed. I'm looking here, looking there. And I realized I'm looking for the part of me that already died. Why do I keep looking for her? I cannot continue to attempt to dig her up because she's dead. I can't go back to my old self. There's no way. And the way that I look at it is, we all have gotten too much information. We've been exposed to too much in this environment to be digging the person up that didn't know this information before we got here. So it's time to like cash in the chips, man. Like, we gotta throw cash in the chips in the chat, because we're not gambling anymore. No, we don't know what's gonna happen, but we didn't know what was gonna happen in life anyway. What difference does it make? I'd rather bet on this than bet on the other part of me, the old part of me, that part of me that had so much self-doubt, who stayed in pain, who stayed in just this unknown space of what is gonna happen. At least I can start building a blueprint for success for my life, for my family, for my wealth. It's like we got to let it all go. You really do. You really have to let it all go and stop second guessing yourself, because that part that's like, what's next? You already know what's next. You chose to be here for a reason. It is not by happenstance. It's not by accident. There is a reason that we're all here. So we got to do the work. You got to do the work. I am a person that definitely believes, as long as you start putting one foot in front of the other, that things will manifest. Like your intentions, your beliefs, the way you think, your language, your thoughts, all of those things make a difference. But you also have to do the work part of it for it to keep moving, for it to keep evolving. It is a domino effect. And I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to myself, because it's a real thing. And I don't care how many days I have to wake up and say these things to myself, because at some point it's going to become a natural state of being, where I'm not just doing the thing, but I'm actually becoming and being the person. So I want to know from everybody, after we get finished talking, like, what parts of you really do have to die? Coach Cruz says it all the time. You have to become a different person to get in the place that you know you're supposed to be. Not where you want to be, but the place that you know you are supposed to be. So that's where I am. That's what I wish I would have known a year ago that I know now, but it's about the journey. So I'm here now. So it ain't no stopping me now.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all better show that clarity coach some love in the chat. Throw them magnifying glasses in there. I know y'all might have to look for them, but get them there. Get them in there. Get them in there. So real quick, y'all, I want to talk to the people, and y'all know who y'all are, because I'm speaking from a real place of the seat that I was in, right? I want to speak to the people that are a little bit nervous. I want to speak to the people that have that anxiety because they know that this time is coming to an end and you never really showed up for yourself. You never really put your best foot forward. You know that when you made this investment, it was the best thing that you could have did for yourself. And you believed that you was going to do something different, but you settled and stayed in your old habits. It's so important that you understand that it's still not over. Today is a new day to show up differently. You're sitting in regret and you're allowing yourself to still not move because you're dwelling on what you haven't done. Yesterday is gone. It's nothing you can do about it. Get present right now, right now. Stop focusing on what you did not do. It's done. But right now, you have this moment right now to do something different, to show up 1,000,000% and get active. Point blank, period. Get active. Make a list right now of all of the things that you might be disappointed in the ways in which you did not show up. And as of today, do the complete opposite. Do the complete opposite. It's not over till it's over. The fat lady has not sung yet. She ain't even opened her mouth. She hasn't even entered the building. So stop dwelling and having that anxiety and being nervous about the ending coming. It's on its way, but it's not here yet. It's not here yet, y'all. And some of y'all are not moving because you're dwelling in what you haven't done, but you still have an opportunity right now to get active with the information that you have. So please, y'all, do yourself some justice and show up for you today. You have all day long to sit up there and be intentional for the next few days before this is over. And some of y'all have a decision to make. Matter of fact, all of us have decisions to make every single day. Because those that are elites, we still making decisions every single day on how we show up. Trust you me, don't think that just because we're elites, we don't have nervous times, anxiety times, because we still have to show up a certain way too. We're still looking to leave a legacy too. We still got work to do too. Our plates are full, our schedules are crazy. It don't stop just because you made the reinvestment. Like, it still get real. You're gonna get tested. The test never stops. But the question is, how bad do you want it? Put that in the chat. How bad do you want it? And when you really get real with yourself and get present with yourself and really look at the people that's dependent on you, because there's some people dependent on you. You really got to get real with you. I know how bad I want it. So you're going to always see me showing up. I still got a lot of work to do. The fat lady ain't singing on me. I won't even let her in the building. She locked out. We're not playing. And so listen, y'all, it does not matter. The reinvestment is real. As an elite, it doesn't stop. We in here forever. I told y'all our theme song, every time I say it, we ain't going nowhere. I tell you, I hear the song all the time. We ain't going nowhere. Listen, just drop the song. We're not going nowhere. But every single day we have to show up a certain way. And so get out your feelings, get out your way, and get active. And I want to ask you, like, as much as your mentors show up, as much as your coaches are showing up, as much as we want to know how we can help you, I also want to ask you this question, and I want somebody to raise their hand and let's talk about it. What are you really doing for you? Because we're going to keep showing up for you. We're going to keep holding up our end of the bargain and doing everything that we possibly can to make sure that you have the success that you say you truly want. But the question is, how are you showing up for you? And what are you doing for you? How can we help you show up better for you? Because that's what the real situation is truly all about. It's always about you. So I want somebody to come up here and let's talk about it. Let's get real. It has to get real. We have to be truly real with ourselves. That's what the success is about. It's not about our mentors. It's not about the coaches. It's about us truly being honest with ourselves. And I know it's the hardest thing to do. But where are you truly lacking at? What bad habit is sitting on your shoulders that you can't seem to really clear up out the way? Don't everybody speak at once. Y'all know, because it's y'all in here nervous. But we here to help. How can we help you before it's over? Let us know. Y'all hear the Jeopardy music playing?
I mean, what's going on though? Like, I see everybody quiet.
Oh, we ain't stuck. Come on, y'all. Come
Listen,
on.
it's the last week. I don't know what y'all gotta get, but it's the last round, last week, last TV show, last moment, last breath. Like, literally think of it like that. If tomorrow was the last breath that you have, like, would you allow everything that's holding you back today? Being distracted with all different things that we need to do.
So what's the priority? Because, and that's the main thing, right? Because I know what that's like. You know, I think a lot of us have so many different things going on that we need to be doing, right? You know, we wear all these different hats. especially, you got mothers that are dealing with, spouses and children and jobs and all of these different hats and titles, and fathers that got to be the daddy and the husband and the working. It's a lot of different titles, right? But what's the priority? That's where you have to start prioritizing and time blocking. It's important. Work on the things that are the priority so many times. And I learned this in here. I'm gonna be honest with you. It took me forever to figure out that I was so busy. Never had enough time, but I was being so busy on things that wasn't helping me get to my goals. I was so busy, y'all, being non-productive on things that was not helping me reach my goals. And I had to scale back on that. The focus and the intention has to be different. And now we looking to move the needle and do things really and work on the things that is helping me truly move the needle for myself. What's going on, King Key?
Good morning. I'm
Man,
guilty of the same thing.
say that again.
I said I'm guilty of the same thing. I've been busy, but I work a 9 to 5, between the family, and I'm helping another guy with his business and then doing this too. So, but not always working on what I need to priority, I guess, wise.
I want you to hear what you just said. And I'm about to repeat it back to you. I'm helping another guy with his business.
Yeah.
Let that sit for a minute. Not that other guy is helping you with your business. You're helping another guy with his business.
Right.
That's not why you entered this mentorship.
No, that's why I said it. And yesterday it kind of dawned on me, and then last night it's it's already been said this morning. Yeah, sometimes it's got to be repeated 2 or 3 times before it really takes effect. Because some of the mindset stuff I have been in, I guess, reading, listening, doing different stuff with self-help or whatever for probably 5, 8 years now. But then it's been like 1 or 2 quotes that happen or get said, and it's like, I don't know, it hit me a different way. It's like you know what to do or you know how to do. So it's like being a kid. You're told 1,000 times, don't touch that, it's gonna burn. Well, it doesn't hit home until you touch it and it actually burns. And then it's like, I'm not doing that again. That hurts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so what can you say? I mean, has anything burned enough? Because that's the question, y'all, because we've all been burned since we've been in here. We've been stubborn, we've been hard-headed or whatever, and the burn is real. But did it burn enough to have you move different? Did it burn enough to make you start to think different? Because that's what's really going to change us and alter us, because you helping him with his business is never going to get you to the legacy that you want to leave.
You're right.
So did it burn enough? Because sometimes, we might have got burnt, but we pulled our hand back quick enough where we might test that water again. We might got to get burnt again. Like, it's just sometimes some of us is built like that. So did it burn enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when we start creating new habits for ourselves and truly start changing our lives. And so that's for all of us. Whether you're raising your hand, whether your camera is on or off, we all have to sit up here and be real with ourselves and really take a good look at, the habits that we know, like we truly know that if we don't do anything, we know what that life is like because we live in it. We know what that life is like. We know the outcome. It's when we truly make the decision to start doing something different that we will get something different. And so go ahead.
Go ahead. I also realized yesterday, I've gotten stuck or confused with different things because it's, I guess, thinking down a path that, I need to do this, I need to do that. But yesterday I was sitting yesterday afternoon and was thinking, well, is that going to actually move the needle or get me moving? You know what I mean? Is that really that important? So, you know what I mean, narrowing mine down to where my main number one focus needs to be is one of my things. You
Absolutely.
know, I've been my own roadblock in my own way, and I know that.
That's most of us. That is truly most of us. That's everybody in here. So if y'all resonate with anything that Keith is saying, if you understand that you are truly the only thing that's stopping you from your success, I want y'all to drop Yana in the chat. And thank you for being so honest and transparent. We truly appreciate you.
Yeah.
And keep being phenomenal, and make sure you make that list and prioritize what you need to do for you, not anybody else, but for you. We
Yes.
appreciate you.
And I just want to add real quick, like, if you're in a position, this goes for anybody too, right? I'm not sure what business it is that you're helping another person with, but whatever position you're in, you can always utilize the person, the place, or the environment as a resource, right? Whether it's teaching you something to stay away from, or it's teaching you something to grow from, or it's teaching you something to get a testimonial from, you helping somebody with their business. That's a whole testimonial. Put it in a video, write it down in a paper. Everything that you're doing matters. So yes, you're learning from an experience of what you need to choose priority, which is key. But know that what you're doing today, everything you put your energy to, can now help you and propel you forward. So see it from a different perspective, right? We're changing our mindset, changing the perspective to put you in a different direction, right? So utilize what you can always to your benefit, because it all adds up. Everything that we're doing adds up. Just see how it adds up in your equation.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm just not used to having, you know what I mean, being able to call somebody to talk to, because I don't really know who to discuss things with sometimes or whatever, but I'm getting better at it.
I was about to say, you got 28 people in here now, so take your pick. This is what mentorship is about. Mentorship is not just Zoom calls. It's not just Zoom calls. You know how many times I done called these coaches like, listen, or they call me, because they know I don't really like to be talking too much. They call me, right? You got 28 other people in here. Last night you had over 70-something people. Use it to your advantage, because we all want everyone to be on top together.
Absolutely.
Right.
We're in this together. Y'all remember that. Everybody, we're in this together. It's been a pleasure. Keep being amazing, King Keith.
Real quick, Sunshine.
Yes.
I want to say what Keith said. This is the opportunity that you do have to raise your hand and speak about that. Like, this is the actual opportunity. And most people sit on their hands and they just be quiet. But if you have questions or concerns, I know you mentioned it, Sunshine, but this is the opportunity to raise those questions or concerns or talk to someone where you need that guidance.
Absolutely. Thank you, King. Queen Wanda, come talk to us, love.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, beautiful.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good morning. I would say for me, I know that I'm a person that, so used to working, right? 9 to 5. So I'm here at work, right? So that's been my way of life, 9 to 5 working. So to come out of that habit and set a new priority for myself is challenging, but I know I have to do it. So I have to prioritize myself just as much as I prioritize my employer for so many years. I'm a nurse for 34 years. I was married for 28 years. So all those years of, I would say, putting someone else first has to change. And if I stay focused with putting myself first and my goals and my family and what I want to accomplish, then it will become like second nature. I won't have to make sure I take the time to do it. So I have my little schedule book to organize myself. So I just have to start using it and put that time.
I just had to take a deep breath.
Right.
Because I understand that so well. It's like you were speaking to me when we're so used to taking care of everybody else. And there's so many people that understand that, but then there's people that don't. And the people that don't understand it, like, even when you start attempting to prioritize yourself, it's a journey. Like I'm still learning that. I've worked on it. I'm still not all the way there where it's a continuous habit because I've done it my whole entire life. So it has to be like a tunnel vision. And as soon as somebody calls you or needs you for something or whatever the case may be, it's instant to just go back to, I got
Right.
it is a all day 24/7 thing where you have to remember you. And it's going to take some time. The grateful part of the place that I am now, that I'm in now, as far as making progress, is that at least I'm making myself a part of the equation now. Because what happens when you're so used to taking everybody else, your field of work is taking care of people. And then being married for 28 years, my God, I already know. I did it for 20. So I understand completely. Is that I wasn't even making myself a part of the equation.
No.
So I know what that's like. So at least put yourself in the equation. That's progress. At least get there.
Right.
So at least make sure, because you're in this room for a reason, Queen. And the only way you're ever going to have the success that you want for you is by thinking about you, by focusing on you, by loving on you, by understanding your worth and your value, and making sure that anytime anything is going on every day, put the oxygen on you first and learn to give people from your overflow and not be operating out of a state of depletion.
It's true.
Because I did that. I am the master at that. Okay. I need to write a whole book on that one. But I am still learning how to give people from my overflow. That's different. That's a different type of beast right there. And do you understand how much more you can accomplish in this life if you start just giving people from your overflow? Keep your cup full. You, Queen Wanda, you will be somebody totally different when your cup is full. It doesn't mean you stop taking care of your patients or you stop taking care of anybody. But when they get in from your overflow rather than your state of depletion, you live a totally different life. The legacy you will leave from that space, OMG. I cry sometimes just from the fact that, like, I'm watching myself grow into somebody totally different. And I cry sometimes just wishing I had done this so much earlier in my life. But it's just a state of gratitude that I rest in now. And I'm looking forward to you doing the same for you, Queen.
It's something I think of like stepping into your greatness, right? When you step into it, you just shine so bright that you can just elude that to the world, you know?
Girl, the world, and can't nobody take it from you. Like literally, nobody can take that shine from you.
That's
and
true.
so you deserve that.
Thank you.
And so before you even put your feet on the floor, like you just have that soul glow. You'll be having that soul glow in your bed, like everywhere you go. You deserve that.
I think I'm embarking on the master of reset. Like I said, reset with my life, with marriage and the kids. I have 4 kids. Reset with my career. I went from the bedside to management, and now resetting with my finances and my business. So
Yes.
reset.
And we are here to support you through that entire process.
Thank you.
I look forward to this. Coaches, talk to this beautiful queen about reset, because we know about that.
Wanda,
Yes,
it really, really is. And you know, the thing that when you mention all those areas of your life, right, that you're resetting, think about what that looks like. And then when you think about what the reset looks like, write the reset down. So when you specifically talked about your business, right, and all of these things that you're wanting to do, what does that really look like for you? Because it's one thing to have it in our heads, and I just really, really realized this. But writing it down and seeing it puts us in a different space in our head, puts us in a different space in our hearts. Even when it comes to your relationships, right? You're reset with that, because now you're moving into a space where Wanda is going to have to say no. And no is not a bad thing. No is actually loving yourself, right? Yes, there are things that happen. We have to tend to our loved ones. There's just things that we have to do, right? That's life. But there are also things that we are not obligated to do, where we really have to mind our own business. And so saying no is the most loving thing that you can do for yourself, and setting boundaries around that, because that is life-changing. I'm just learning that, because like you said, as a mental health therapist, I'm always giving. I was like that before the degrees and before doing all of that, right? That was just who I naturally was. I didn't know how to stop, but I was self-sabotaging myself. Right. And it's like, okay, why can I give all of this energy, all of this emotion, all of this to everybody else except for myself? And I realized I'm not saying no enough. I have to love me in order to be able to really give to other people the way that I truly need to show up for myself. I can only do that by showing up for me first, and then being able to show up for them in the most authentic way possible. So write it down, write what those relationships need to look like, write what that business needs to look like, all the boundaries, all the things. That way, you know, if you get stuck, because you will, like Sunshine was saying, it's a journey. It is a evolving process. But as you get it and you practice it on a daily basis and you're more intentional, it will become easier, and it will become who you naturally are and who you're naturally becoming, and it will get so much easier. So I know where you are. I understand. I'm still walking this journey with you, trust me. Thank you so much for getting up here and sharing, because I know whether people are talking, they got the cameras on, whatever, they hear you, because we're not the only ones. I know that for sure.
Thank you. That's a fact. And I definitely, listen, I just want everybody to type congratulations in the chat for Wanda. Just please type congratulations in the chat. Because one thing about me, if you know me, I like to celebrate. I'm a very celebratory person. I like to have a great time. And I know we had the momentum of really focusing and understanding your new choices, right? But I want to congratulate you, because this is now a new life, a new person. We've been talking about that the whole time. And coming from the 9 to 5, I just want to give you this one gem and this one challenge, because it really helped me along the way, right? When you're now going from being technically on autopilot, right? Clocking in, knowing what you have to do every single day, to now your entire schedule. I heard you say little schedule. Anything you do is not little. And that's for everybody. There's nothing little about you. Everything you do is big body, big energy, big mindset, big love, big momentum. And that's how you get big money. If you little anywhere else, that's how you're going to get little money. But if you want big money, you got to show up big everywhere else. If y'all understand what I'm saying, I want you to throw the battery symbol in the chat, because it's important to show up big for you. And that's exactly what you did, because you chose you to go from one place to now your place. You was in somebody else's place. Now you're in your place all the time. I'll be looking forward to sitting in my office. This chair a little beat up, but it got character, right? Because it's mine. And I chose to be in it every day, right? Because I'm getting money, I'm getting mine, I'm getting everything that I need for me and mine. But what I wanted to say challenge-wise was, when you're now stepping into this new journey, is, for me, what I was always doing is I would say, I don't know. Having to make a decision about my business, having to make a decision about my finances, having to make a decision about what I got to say when I go to the bank and how I show up, having to make a decision about what I got to put on in the morning, having to make a decision if I even want to leave the house, right? So I challenge you, I challenge everybody. The moment that you're about to say, I want you to stop, and I want you to say, I do know, because you do know. That's why you chose to leave the job, and you chose to be in your own position. You chose to be in your own place because you knew you wanted to. You do know. There's nothing you do know when it comes to you, right? So I really challenge everybody to be on that type of time that it changed my entire life. Exactly. Guided meditation, right? I don't know what you think, but I'm so excited for you. And that's how we have to be. I see everybody hesitant to raise your hands. You have to be excited. If you're excited about receiving that deposit, you need to be excited about getting on these calls. You need to be excited about the homework that you have to do. You need to be excited about showing up in that work group session 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all need to be excited, right? Y'all want big money, be big for your life. Be big for every choice that you made, and you made a big choice. And guess what? You have support. You have big support. So congratulations, Wanda. I'm so excited for you. And congratulations for everybody being on this call, because y'all are choosing big choices. Nothing we do is little. We waking up every single day, but be grateful for the fact that you have the ability to make a big choice, because it's one choice that changed your life forever. And Wanda, I think this, I don't know about you, but you let me know if this is the one choice. You let me know.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Let's go. Y'all throw some love in the chat for Wanda, because she do know, and you know, and I know.
Yes. Thank you.
Absolutely, Queen. We appreciate you this beautiful AM. I don't know what's going on with the rest of y'all, but we not even, honestly speaking, we don't believe in forcing people into nothing in here. You either see the value in what you're getting, you either see the value in yourself, you see the value, to me, this is a prime example of taking for granted what you have before you at this current moment. And I hate the fact that there's going to be so many people that's going to be regretting these days. And like Mogul always says, ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. I was just fortunate and blessed enough to not ever have to truly be on the outside after or during my regret. Because I had some regret of not showing up, of not playing full out, of not doing the work. I've sat in that regret. I know what that feels like. And it's devastating when you know that you're in the right place, the right space, with the right people, with the right information, and you don't apply yourself. And then time runs out. Again, I was given a second chance. And I'm beyond grateful. I didn't waste that one though. No, baby. Didn't waste that one. No. Yeah, I will not on no day. On no day. Put on no day in the chat. I need y'all to understand. On no day. I won't even say you better not. You better don't. You better don't. If you get the opportunity to stay a part of this community, you better don't waste that opportunity. Do you understand? You better don't, because you already see, you know in your heart of hearts what this community is all about. You see it, you feel it. It's on your heart, it's on your spirit. Energy don't lie. Energy doesn't lie. And so we are not a community or a family or a mentorship that's ever going to force anything on anybody. We are here to help and assist and guide you to what you say you want. That's it. If you want it, we're going to help you get there. That's it. Who is that? Queen Dalisha. Come talk to us, beautiful. I just love the way you just been raising your hand, girl. I don't even know how to act. Listen, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So I just wanted to touch on what you were just speaking about. So I've been in the elite community for a few months now, and typically I do sit in the background and I don't raise my hand, and I haven't been putting myself out there. But as of lately, I've been changing that up because I have to bet on me. You know, they say if you want something to change, you have to do something different. So I've been showing up differently, showing up for myself, because I do want to get the most out of this investment. And I know that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not going to come around again. I mean, it could, but this is my time to, put in the work right here, right now. So that's all I wanted to say.
Absolutely, Queen. And I so commend you for deciding, because that's what you did. You made a decision, right? Because you know how long you've been sitting in the background, just listening with your camera off.
No, my camera be on. At least you know.
Give her the camera, Sunshine. She got to get the camera.
Listen, okay, I just wasn't seeing her. I love seeing her beautiful face, but you know, it's like you made a decision to finally just be like, I want to be in the front now.
Yeah.
I want to be heard, not just seen.
Right.
Even though I didn't see you. I
I
love it. And I love it. And that's what it all starts with, just making a decision.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
once you make the decision, it's so much easier to start following suit. And so listen, like Queen, a lot of things are going to start to change for you because you decided to
Yeah.
lead yourself.
Mhm.
You decided to lead yourself differently. And because you're leading yourself differently, the alignment is now going to take place for you.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to start to align with how you decided to lead yourself. It starts with you. And everything else, all of us, the mentorship, everything that you're working on is just going to align with how you're choosing to show up and lead yourself. And
Yes.
that's what everybody needs to know. It starts with you. Look, the universe is going to go with how you deciding to move.
Exactly. Yep.
And so everything is going to happen the way we orchestrate it, the way you believe it, the way you move in it, everything, like the way you think it, the way you speak it, everything is going to align in that fashion. And so listen, I love seeing you up here. I love the fact that you've made this decision. I love that I get to share this elite space with you. And don't stop.
Okay.
Continue to keep showing up this way. If there's anything that we could do to assist you in any way since you've made this decision, please reach out. You know we're here for you.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Love it, Delisha.
Thank you.
Keep being amazing, girl. Walk in that power, girl. It look good on you. Y'all show the
trying to get out my head because that's all I was saying. I'm like, she look good. I don't know what
Don't she know? Don't she
look good
know?
on you.
She woke up like this.
Right. Because I'm like, delicious is giving delicious. It look good on you.
And you know what? I am a nurse, so I am a professional. But when I am at work, half them people like to call me delicious, and I'll be like, man, you think delicious, and I'm like, okay.
Not the nurse.
Because it's about the inside of you. It ain't even about whether you in scrubs or whether you in a ball gown. It doesn't matter. It's what they see. You know, the anointing, all of that inside of you. It's, you know what I mean?
It's delicious.
Delicious. It can't be covered up. It's delicious.
I wanted to say that real bad, real bad.
We love you to life, Queen. We appreciate you, love. Listen, how many people is in here? 25.
25. That's who showed up.
What's going on with the rest of y'all?
You remember when I was in here crying? See, they don't know about those accountability calls.
Ooh, baby, I'm accountable.
Not like, you know, like what Naima say? Like without air, because it was close to the end. And then here I come with all of this drama. Because I didn't feel like I took the opportunity then. Yes, I had to go through what I was going through, but I missed so much of it dealing with so much drama. And why did I even decide to invest in myself? And like I said, yes, it's a process, but I wasn't taking hold of the opportunity. Like Delisha says, yeah, the opportunity comes up, not the opportunity like right here, right now. It's a different time. It looks different, right? So you got to take hold of the opportunity now. You have to figure out what decision that you're going to make. Like I said earlier, like what parts of you have to die. Like it's a real thing, because we cannot take our old selves into the new place.
Absolutely not.
We got to look different. We got to talk different. We got to think different. And no, it's not going to, we got to move different. It's not going to be perfect. And to be honest, this part of the journey, because I chose to make a decision, all of the noise is loud. It's loud as hell. Look, I'm cursing. It's loud. Okay. It's loud, but I still have to walk through it. I still have to make a decision every single day. And you know, my mom used to say something to me when I was little, and you know, your parents say stuff and you be like, oh God. She used to say, tomorrow is a new day. And I didn't understand that. But tomorrow is a new day, but we're not always promised tomorrow. So like Jasmine said, what if this is the day? What if this is the day? What if this was the last day? What would you do today? It's not about being all big and bold and bad, but what decisions do you make today that could be life-changing if you didn't wake up tomorrow? That part. And it happens all the time, every day.
I absolutely love it. And listen, you just took me back. What we called it? The love overflow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even understand that amount of hours that we used to be on these calls. Like, I don't even think, can anybody even fathom in here that there was times that we was on the phone for like 4 and 5 hours?
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Like, there was a time, I don't even think that y'all could even understand. And I remember one time we were getting off the phone just as I attempted to end the call, and I heard somebody faintly say, I'm not ready to get off the phone yet. Just as I was about to walk away, and truly sat down and was like, wow. I sat back down and this call went into a totally different space. What I need y'all to know, honestly speaking, is real simple. Going off of what Samoa just said, what y'all need to realize, and this is for every single last person in here, including us that's on this screen right now. When you really make the decision to do something different and prioritize yourself, everything that could possibly come for you is coming for you. Everything that could possibly come for you is coming for you. Understand that. And it's not going to stop. It's coming for you. Don't sit up here and think that, okay, because you made the decision, you made the investment and all of this stuff, that like life is going to get simpler or easier for you. No. It's going to get real. And what's going to happen is that all of those things is going to start to show you. And you really have to really ask yourself, how bad do you want it? It's going to show you your good habits, your bad habits, how bad you want it, don't want it, like all of the things that you're willing to do, not willing to do, like what you're willing to sacrifice, like your negotiables, your boundaries, who you are, if you're standing on business, like your weaknesses, your strengths. You're going to be tested in ways that you don't even understand. But if you're for real about your commitment, you just understand that you just got to move through it. Period. Let it come. Because the truth of the matter is, you know you're on the right path. If you're going through this journey and ain't nothing coming for you, get off that road. You on the wrong road, baby. That road is not for you. That road is not for you. Get off quick. Jump off.
If it seems to be too good to be true, it's too good to be true, because you ain't on.
Get off quick. I promise you, get off of it quick. It's not for you. When everything is coming at you, let me tell you something. Everything that's coming at me, look, everything is coming at me right now. I already know what's coming on the other side of this, baby. Let me tell you something. I sit proudly with my legs crossed, and I just be like, come on. Come on, I'm ready. I'm armored and suited up every day, because I already know on the other side of this is everything I want, everything I dream, and more, because abundance is my birthright. I'm ready. I am so ready. I know that what is on the other side of this is more than I could have ever dreamed of, because of the amount of stuff that's coming at me. So I'm like, okay. All right. Nope. I can't be worried, because I understand what it is. It's a part of the journey. But it's a part of the journey in the chat. If life is doing what it does, which is life, you understand it's a part of the journey. So understand, like, it's just another day you got to get through, and you're one day closer to your success, as long as you show up and do the work. If you don't show up and do the work, then I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to sit in suffering. And I'm not willing to do that.
I thought that was overrated.
It's from last time I checked. I don't know. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to sit in this craziness. This is crazy. So I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep doing the work, because I got somewhere to be. I got another life to live. And I like what it looked like. I ain't even got there yet. And I love what it looked like. So I'm going to keep showing up and I'm going to do the work. And I hope y'all do the same. We closing out.
Yes, ma'am.
And I can only hope and pray that, y'all caught what we was putting down in here. Y'all got a couple days left. Accelerators, elites, y'all know we do what we do. But everybody got to get active. Q4 is right. What's the 18th?
It's Q4 right now. It's Q4 right now. Right now.
And it's about to be three months left because we already at the 30th.
Yeah, pretty much.
September got 30 days. It got 30 days this year. I don't even know. I don't even be looking at it like that. I just know time is limited.
Yeah. We're active every day. That all our days seem like one day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, y'all. So yeah, we love y'all. I really am excited for every single person here. I meant that truly, because what it looks like today is not what it would look like every single day, right? Believe in your vision, believe in your dream. It's your dream is 10 times not even big enough. Like most times it's not even big enough. So believe in it, believe that it can happen. And I want everybody to drop in the chat, I do know, because you know what decision you have to make today, big or small. You know what you have to do. Just get it done. Just get it done. Type in the chat, I do know. Exactly. Big energy. I do know. Yeah. Look at y'all know a lot. And we put everything we know together. Listen, that's MMA. Saying. Because we do know, y'all. I'm so excited for everybody here. Sending y'all a lot of love, a lot of prosperity, and winning on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. So anything else, y'all, we have for the family before we head out? Got a minute on the clock.
Make a decision.
And walk in your power.
Choose you.
Walk in your power, y'all. Go have a love-filled day, 1 p.m. Y'all already know those calls is everything. Get in there, get active, get active, get active, y'all. Get active. We love y'all to life. We will see y'all shortly. Keep being amazing. Keep being powerful. And that's it. Keep your foot on the gas, y'all. Let's go. I need everybody to come off mute. High energy.
Off mute.
Hey,
Energy. Wednesday.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get it.
Cool. Big energy. Yeah.
Go.
Come on.
Big
Let's
energy,
go.
big
Love it.
momentum,
Yeah.
big
Let's go.
vibration. Let's get it.
Everyone have a
That's
winning
right.
Wednesday. Let's go.
Yes,
y'all. Have a
collect the
great
big
day.
bag. You
Vibrate
heard the
high.
big bag.
Everybody
Vibrate
have a great
high.
day. Make
Coco
that
said the
Let's
big
go.
chicken
decision. It's
yesterday.
winning
You heard
Wednesday.
it?
Let's
The
go.
big one.
Have
Let's
a good
go.
day, everybody.
Love y'all. Love
Excited.
y'all.
We got the air to breathe. Get excited.
Go.
Let's get it.
Catch y'all later.
Let's go.
Beautiful inside and out.
Go.
Love y'all to life.
Peace, family.